I'm SD, we're gonna be making a quarantine mask today. I hate long intros though, they're super annoying. Let's do this. Ours is gonna have 3 layers to it. It's completely washable, and it's gonna wrap around our face perfectly in order to help us stop the spread of droplets and, do what it is that the CDC is telling us to do for the foreseeable future. Oh, and a disclaimer, this is not a medical grade mask. I gotta say that just in case I get sued, but joke's on you. The only thing you're gonna get out of me if you sue me is my 2011 Chevy Cruze that has a slipping transmission, so good luck with that. Each of these rectangles of fabric are 6 inches by 9 inches, with this middle one being slightly smaller by about 1/8 to 1/2 of an inch on each side, respectively. We did that so that we can have it not stick out from the sides and will look stupid. I'll explain. These 2 black cloths right here, these are just normal plain cotton. Everybody out there is like, hey, why don't you just make a cotton mask, right? No, it doesn't make sense at all. Using cotton for your mask is like it's like taking a tennis racket and throwing sand at it and then expecting that tennis racket to block like any of that sand. It just does not work that way. Cotton is fine if that's all that you have, but yeah, you know the whole expression, something's better than nothing? Well, this is a whole lot better than something. Anyway, this middle layer right here, this middle layer is the straight game changer. It's a moisture wicking dri-fit kind of material, similar to like a Under Armour or a Nike would use. And no, you don't have to cut up all your old workout clothes, but let's be honest, when was the last time you've used any of them? Me? Let me think here. Let's see. Like the beginning of March, I have not done anything. Ugh, so much Netflix and Oreos. Anyway, so this layer right here, what it's actually gonna do is it's actually gonna wick away and dissipate all of that, all of the moisture that we're exhaling. And it's gonna do a really good job of that, unlike these 2 cotton layers right here, which when cotton gets wet, it just gets all, heavy and soggy and gross. Cotton and wet moisture, yeah, they don't really mix. A lot of people will use, they'll use elastic things like this to kind of wrap around their ears. They'll use like a headband or a rubber band. We're not using this. That's not gonna be very comfortable. What we're gonna use instead is this. This is a normal kid's headband. And what I did is I actually cut it twice. It was attached right here and I cut it, and it was attached on the other side over here, and I also cut that. The reason for that is because these panels right here being 6 inches in length, they actually wrap around my face pretty far back. So the elasticity of one of these is really gonna do a good job of keeping it snug to my face. Whereas if it was the entire piece right here, it would be kind of loose, and it wouldn't be as adequate a protection as I know that it really could be. It's gonna do a really good job of being able to tuck these sides in right here so that we actually have a nice pocket on the sides that we can breathe into and exhale into and just not have them flapping around and just looking all stupid. So let's put our 3 layers together really quick here. Now let's take our headband and we're gonna put this first side right on the side right here. We're gonna extend it in by about 1 inch or so. And then we're gonna take these 2 corners at the top here and we're actually gonna tuck this guy right on in there so that it makes a nice angle like that. And we're gonna take a sewing pin and we're gonna make it so that the sewing pin holds it right in place. And then we're gonna go down to the bottom and do the exact same thing. Now we have one side done, and what we need to do is we need to take this side of our headband over here and attach it on this side. So in order to do that, we're gonna fold this over by about 1 inch or so to compensate for this corner right here, or for this side right here. We're gonna fold it over. We're gonna kind of give ourselves a little bit more slack on this side. So we'll pull the other side over just like that, and rinse and repeat. Take this corner, fold it in, grab a pin, do the same thing. Take this edge here, fold it over, grab a pin, everything in place. Bingo. If you don't have a sewing machine, don't panic. You can actually do this by hand as well with a $3 hand sewing kit from Target. Oh, and a quick shameless plug. We do things like this all the time on this channel. I show you how to tailor t-shirts and dress shirts, dress pants, you name it. But be careful, it's super addicting. And if that sounds good to you, be sure to hit that subscribe button. For our face mask, all we are doing is sewing in a straight line. It's super easy. Yes, it has its own tutorial if you need to watch it. And we can actually do this in one of 2 ways. We can go back and give ourselves an extra 1/2 inch on that long 9-inch side of the fabric and kind of tuck it under, making it a bit more aesthetically pleasing before we sew this straight stitch. Or we can just go ahead and sew them straight together, leaving those raw edges exposed, which doesn't look as good, but it's not gonna change the efficacy of this mask at all. Either one is fine. Now, I determined roughly based off of the size of these shirts that we used, we can make a good 3 to 4 masks out of them, and well, them being washable means that you can wear one to the grocery store quick, you can take it, throw it in the wash, knowing that you have another one ready to go right away. Super convenient. And boom, that's all there is to it. Now it's time to go back to what I normally do during this quarantine, which is just sit on the couch on my phone. SD out, deuces!